I was trying to look for a mid-range gaming mouse. I'm not really, into spending too much into my mouse, but I think it's a pretty decent buy. In terms of ergonomics, just looking at the form factor, first things we'll discuss is the design of the mouse. This is definitely for a righty, so you can't use this with your left hand. It's quite difficult to use with the left hand since the thumb rest is customized for a righty. And yeah, on the right side, uh, I'm not really comfortable with this side because it doesn't have enough support for my pinky finger. Now it can if I were like a 5-finger player, like so, but I'm not, so I usually play like this, right? The top of the mouse is made with pretty fine plastic. It feels like rubber, and on the right side and bottom it's just plain plastic. They're not using any special Teflon, but they have those and you can purchase those separately, I think. And I think the first releases that they had, North America, they had those, right? And again, this is the it doesn't have a hole. I'll give you an example. I have here another mouse. It's a very cheap mouse. It has like a hole in it and dust can get in it, and but I don't really think that's a problem because by the time this mouse is broken, it's dirty anyway and you'd have to throw it away. So a mouse like this, a standard office mouse, would be like 200 to 800 or to 1000 DPI. Okay, this is another mouse. This was the first mouse I got from A4 Tech. This mouse is actually the first one that they introduced, one of the first set that they introduced with the holeless model, right? Just around half the price of what I got this, and this is like a third or a quarter of the price of the bloody mouse. Okay, so form factor aside, discussing the buttons, you have left and right, of course. Each can last like 10 million clicks, right? 10 million clicks. They're pretty decent. I could say they're pretty responsive. Now, if you are a palm grip, if you are a finger grip, it's quite difficult to use. I'm a palm grip, a hybrid of a palm grip and a claw grip. So this suits my needs in terms of the mouse positioning, the button positioning. Right, the back and forward buttons work. They're pretty soft and they can go in a little bit deep. Yep. Right. And you have the 3 modes here. This is actually designed for an FPS game. It's not really an RTS mouse. So what you would have here is your middle mouse button scrolling like when you're changing weapons. It also has a middle click. Alright, and it has the 3 modes here. 1, 2, and 3. So this light, actually, if you can see it, it should breathe. See, it's breathing. I think one of the Razer mouse do that too. Yeah. Right, and you can double click these to set up the DPS. It's DPI. It's a pretty cool mouse in terms of how you can adjust the DPI. You just double click, then you can adjust it from there. And see, it's blinking now. If you can see, it's blinking. Then I can change my DPI higher or lower, set it at the highest, and then click it again. This is you have 3 modes, right? And this is the headshot mode. So Core 2, they call it Core 2. You can also use that mode, but you have to install the software first. Let me see if I could have that popped up. I think it's not running by default. Right. So their software is a universal software for all of their mouse. They have a wireless mouse. They have the wired mouse, of course. Wireless mouse. With wireless mouse, you'd have to worry about your batteries and the weight. This is actually pretty light. Some people prefer heavier, gaming mouse, but I think this would do. I mean, for the price I got it. Okay. Let's see. Go to Core 2. Alright, so this is Core 2. It's installing right now. Alright. It's Core 2 and Core 3. Okay, so Core 3 has their main selling point. They have, that's where you can customize your macros. I think that's something you shouldn't be paying for, but you have to buy it. Okay. Right. Alright, Bloody 3. This is me changing the game modes. If you can see, it changes colors. Right? I can change and I can tell which mode it's on right now. This mouse has actually a DPI button. It has two modes. So those two modes are 800 and 1600. Now I can't tell how fast they're going. So it's pretty good to have an indicator somewhere that it's moving. You have an indicator here also on the desktop. I'll put in a picture here somewhere to show you how that's changing. So when I click this and change it up, I click this and change it up or down. Each of these modes store their own rate of speed. So for example, you're moving into a sniper mode, you can use your second setting or your third setting. So that's it. You just have 3 settings. Yeah, so it's a pretty neat mouse. I like the way they use the button here. It's not really a button that you can click to the left and right. It's just a middle click. So all in all, I'm actually happy with this mouse for its price point. I got it at around $25–30, and it's pretty sweet for, if you're not much into gaming. I'm much more of a casual gamer, focusing on my work recently. Yeah, so that's it. The length of the cable is actually good. Like I said, it was like 4 arms lengths away, and it's rated so it doesn't slip, and it's also not prone to being destroyed that easily. Again, the edge of the mouse is actually not gold plated. It's actually your typical mouse. So when it started out and I got this mouse, it was this shiny, and it's gonna rust. I'm pretty sure it's gonna rust. Similar to the other one, this one. Okay, if you can see it, it's gonna have rust somewhere here, dirt and whatever. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.